Hey guys, Mario here. I want to talk to you guys today about prejudices and snap judgments because it's been a while since I've talked about this topic. And the reason I want to talk about this topic is because I use it very, very well. I use it online on Twitter, I use it in real life, I use it everywhere I go, and it's kind of the foundation of Mario Presents. Right now, I'm getting dragged on Twitter by the far right and the far left because I dared to violate a woman's space. Not really, but I was at a gay club with my girlfriends and we decided to go to the bathroom together. I mean, at that point, it would be appropriate because there's no real children there, and the people who went into the bathroom were us and no one else. So, in that instance, in that nuance, it makes sense. But when you say things like, I just went into the bathroom with my girlfriends, they get, the turfs, oh, how dare you violate a woman's space. And I say, but you have to understand, someone like Buck Angel with a beard and chest hair is not acceptable in a female space because just the idea that this person looks like this exterior, even though they are biologically a female, it could cause some issues. It could cause some confusion. It could cause some fear or some I guess I don't want to say in English because I speak English, but I also think of things in Spanish. You feel some sort of way. So people like Buck don't really belong in a female space. I mean, most transgender people wait to go home, or they use a family restroom, or they go in, they do what they need to do, and they get out. And I've always said that the laws governing the bathrooms that were created actually went and did more harm than actually did good. Because before the laws were in place, people just kind of used the bathroom, the ones that they were supposed to. And if there was someone who wasn't supposed to be in that bathroom, we had a kind of an unspoken rule saying that you probably shouldn't be in there and you probably shouldn't be doing that. That's very simple. Now you have laws that say, well, they if they identify, they can be there, and those people who were nefariously in these spaces are now using the law against us. So now you have the pendulum swinging the opposite direction, going, well, now only biological males can go into male spaces. Well, now that means that Buck Angel would then be forced to go into a female locker room, and when they take their top off, everyone's going to go, Mommy, why is there a man here? Because he has a beard and he has chest hair and he's got piercings and his upper torso, like his whole persona gives me the vibe of a male. And so that in that instance, I wouldn't expect I would expect the nuances. My own husband has walked a pregnant woman into the men's bathroom. Would it be okay to now violate men's spaces versus women's spaces? I mean, are we really going to get to the point where we can only have spaces that are designated for gay people or gay men or gay lesbian women? And the saddest part is that I'm hearing about these lesbian women who are losing their spaces. They're being invaded by people who identify as women, and they're going, wait a second, this is not my cup of tea. Where do I go? So I use prejudices in everyday life because, for instance, my shirt. Okay, my shirt I got at Dollywood in Tennessee. It's a great place, family friendly, but I chose it because of the colors combination, and I also chose it because it has a hen on it. Not just because it has a hen on it, because it's also not a rooster. It also says I'm not a hen. There's double entendres in everything I do. My hair is not just because I like the style, but because I know that there are people who will be upset that the fact that I wear braids. It's on purpose, and I guess in Spanish it says it's adrede. So this is what I do very, very well. And then I have the far Christian right going, how dare he wear heels? Well, I don't wear heels all the time. It's not something I enjoy wearing, but I do wear them to make a point because when I'm out there, I'm doing my activism. Sure, I can look just like everybody else. Okay, maybe I look a little bit different with my hair, but there are straight men who have dreadlocks, braids, this type of style now. It's not just for women or gays or blacks or whites. It's for everybody. It's a hairstyle. People need to get over it. So when I use deliberately inflammatory language, it's because I want you to see your prejudice, and then I want you to hopefully work through it, because there are things called nuances. My own mother was unfortunately a victim of her own prejudices for her entire life because she had a very, very negative first interaction with someone of a different race. So she's always had an apprehension to that race because the only experience that she got when she was a little girl was very negative. She didn't let that paint my world, but she explained that to me and told me not to allow her experience to paint my world. So now I see everybody as equal. I know about it and I can identify it. That's the hardest thing for any of us to do. So I hope today you guys can take away a little bit something else about prejudices and snap judgments, and then say, well, you know what? Maybe this weird, quirky character who goes out in braids, heels, and rainbows, he does that for a reason, because he wants you to look beyond what's on the outside and look at what's coming and listen to what's coming out of his mouth. So I love you guys all, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.